because that's essentially what this film is about. It's about race in America, whether you want to admit that or not, whether it's entertainment or not. It's about race in America. And the problem is, in this kind of high-touch culture of immediacy, things like this, people think that Django is based on a true story. Whereas we could have a film about Nat Turner, and it would be just as entertaining. We could have a film about Toussaint Louverture, a big budget film about Toussaint Louverture.
More than one.
And more than one, and it would be just as entertaining.
I was at the Philadelphia Library a little while ago, and they had a whole program on slavery. And they had a book that was made from the leather-bound book, which was made from the skin of slaves. And I think we in this country just don't want to know, and we also have no comprehension. I was even reading that Kerry Washington was even saying she didn't believe when she saw the instruments of torture, that she didn't believe that they were true until Quentin brought out some history books and showed her. And one of the things I did like about this movie is that it brought back, even though it was just touching the tip of the iceberg, at least is opening some people's eyes to why we are so angry still.
Felt like this film was groundbreaking. It really played a tremendous role in kind of giving us something to think about. It ruptured a lot of emotions and feelings in our community between the images we saw and the hero character that came out of it. It seemed like something a lot of people needed to talk about. And we had hundreds of articles written about it, bloggers blogging about it, people going off on Facebook and Twitter. So why not bring everyone face to face to have a talk about this?
These are people who only care about the nature of filmmaking and how they can show their filmmaking muscle. They don't care about anything else. Okay? That I have seen in their movies. Okay? I don't know personally what they do. But the thing is, a black director would have never been able to make that movie.
Nadine Patterson is an award-winning filmmaker. She has a company, Harmony Image Productions. Nadine actually was one of my filmmaking mentors, so I'm really honored to have her here today. She has just completed her first feature film, which is Tango Macbeth. She's the curator of the Trenton Film Festival, and she's done a host of other things in the Philadelphia community. If you know anything about filmmakers in Philly, Nadine Patterson's name comes up quite frequently, so thank you, Nadine.
When you understand, no matter what spin somebody puts on it, when you understand what black folks have been through, and the fact that this is even a part of our history, anytime you see it, I don't care what form you try to put it in. I don't care if it's action-packed, if the black guy gets the revenge at the end and all this other stuff. When you understand that this story, it doesn't even scratch the surface of what really happened, it's gonna make you sad anytime. When Ruth was playing during Christmas, around Christmas break, I was at a Christmas party, they were playing Ruth, I was like, you need to turn that off, and then she wanted this Christmas party to become sad. They started dragging Kizzy off in the truck. I was like, yo, I can't be happy and drink eggnog and whatnot.
And so people think that these things are real and that this really happened, so they become beholden to Quentin Tarantino, who's perhaps sparked some debate over race relations in America, whereas the air is pregnant with that. We just had 2 black teenagers killed for nothing. And to be honest with you, it riles me up because I'm a young guy. I look like them. I walk down the street. I could be them. I was in London during the riots, working on a dissertation. I'm not a criminal, but 7 times I had a hand on my pants. Wow. You know, it's jokey, but it's definitely not a joke. Race is a very real thing everywhere in the world. I mean, if you look at Europe, you have all these soccer players getting made fun of, bananas thrown on the pitch, monkey chants. You know, it's nice to like have something that stimulates debate, but I think in this America that people seem to want to believe is so post-racial, the debate's already there.
Well, I think slavery has become so whitewashed. It always has been, but especially recently, I think the younger generation, especially my nieces and nephews, the people they go to school with, really have no comprehension of the horror of it.